Hello, I'm excited to share more with you all about the Threads of Justice Collective. My name is Grace Bounds, and since 2020, I've been the president of our board of directors. I am a born and raised Oregonian with 15 and counting years of experience in early childhood education in the Portland metro area as well as statewide. A brief history of the Threads of Justice. The Threads of Justice Collective was started in 2009 by three best friends who saw a need from families and teachers to use anti-bias, anti-racist, liberatory lens when learning and teaching about child behaviors and development, as well as how to help a child develop a positive sense of self. Since our incorporation in 2011, we've gone on to write and publish several books. One is our Justice and Inclusion Toolkit, which is about 200 pages of curriculum that families can use at home or child care providers can use in their learning centers to do just that, to incorporate anti-bias, anti-racist lens into their work, and in the long run help prevent the preschool to prison pipeline. Members of the Threads of Justice Collective have also been on the advisory councils for the Preschool for All initiative and for Senate Bill 326, which in January of 2026 will be the official ban on suspension and expulsion of children ages birth through 5 in the state of Oregon. Since 2023, we have seen Threads of Justice has seen a rapid growth in the ask and need for anti-bias, anti-racist, liberatory trainings with families and with child care providers in preparation for Senate Bill 326 to go into effect. The Threads of Justice Collective is primarily comprised of volunteers. We have one contracted position, our program coordinator, and the program coordinator has been instrumental in supporting the growth and need that we're seeing, and has been also instrumental in us creating what we're calling the Emerging Facilitators Cohort. This cohort is focused on the professional development of anyone, whether it's a family member or an educator who wants to learn to do professional development trainings that have an anti-bias, anti-racist, trauma-informed lens to the work that they're doing with families and early childhood care professionals. A piece of the magic I think that is important to know about the Threads of Collective is captured well in a piece of participant feedback. I'll read that quote now. It says, "I could not have done something more meaningful and relevant to where I am on my search for change. The facilitators were absolutely amazing. I really appreciated the facilitator process. It just felt so much more authentic than going to a training and being talked at instead of being talked with. Being able to feel the information instead of just listening to it made a world of difference for me." And that's what we hope to carry on, the being authentic in trainings with these anti-bias lenses to actually help teachers and families prevent this preschool to prison pipeline. Our goals for the next 2 or 3 years and based on the need that we're seeing, is to have all of our works translated from English into other languages. We have most of our written work translated into Spanish, and we're working on doing it other languages now, potentially Chinook and Russian. We are also working with our emerging facilitators to create more trainings that have a language of origin that is not English, where there's a big need and a large gap for professional development opportunities for native Spanish speakers or speakers of a language other than English. And that is a big goal of the Threads of Justice in the coming up years, is to hear the need, find who can help create the trainings and spaces for identities of folks who might not be represented on our board. That said, we'll also grow our board to be more representative who is asking for trainings so that we can authentically work with and not at the community. Thank you.